In a small, cozy village at the edge of a whispering forest, there lived a gentle bear named Benny. Benny was not like other bears. He loved flowers more than honey and enjoyed spending his days tending to his beautiful garden rather than roaming the deep woods. One day, Benny discovered a peculiar seed lying alone on the forest floor. It sparkled under the sun's rays, catching his eye. Curious, Benny decided to plant the seed in the center of his garden. He watered it every day, wondering what kind of plant would emerge. Days turned into weeks, and the seed grew into a tall, majestic plant with leaves that shimmered in the sunlight and moonlight alike. One night, under the glow of a full moon, the plant bloomed, revealing a large, radiant flower that lit up the entire garden with a gentle, golden light. Word of Benny's magical flower spread throughout the village, attracting visitors from far and wide. However, Benny noticed that the more visitors came to see the flower, the dimmer its light became. He realized that the flower needed peace and quiet to thrive. So, Benny decided to build a small fence around his garden with a sign that read, "Please admire from afar to keep the magic alive." The villagers understood and began to admire the flower's beauty from a distance. And soon, its light grew bright once again. One night, as Benny sat by his garden, marveling at the glowing flower, a small fairy appeared before him. She had delicate wings that sparkled like diamonds and a kind smile that warmed Benny's heart. "Thank you, Benny," the fairy said, her voice as soft as a whisper. "This flower is very special to the fairy world. It blooms only once every 100 years, and its light brings joy and magic to all who see it. By protecting the flower, you've helped spread its magic far and wide." The fairy granted Benny a wish for his kindness. Benny thought about it and said, "I wish for my garden to always be a place of peace and beauty, where everyone can find joy and magic." The fairy smiled and waved her wand. Suddenly, Benny's garden was filled with more sparkling flowers, each glowing with its own gentle light. "Your wish is granted," said the fairy. "This garden will forever be a magical place for all who visit, reminding them of the beauty of nature and the joy of peace." From that day on, Benny's garden became known as the Enchanted Garden. People from all over visited, not just to see the magical flowers, but also to experience the peace and joy that filled the air. Benny spent his days tending to his garden, happy to share its magic with everyone who came by. And every night, as the village slept, Benny and the fairy would sit in the garden, watching the flowers glow under the moonlight, grateful for the magic that had brought them together. As children nestled into their beds, listening to the tale of Benny and the Enchanted Garden, they dreamed of magical flowers and kind fairies, feeling the peace and joy of the garden in their hearts. And for the adults, the story was a gentle reminder of the beauty in protecting and sharing the magic of nature with kindness and love. Thus, the tale of Benny and the Enchanted Garden became a cherished bedtime story, passed down through generations, a story of kindness, magic, and the peaceful joy of a garden under the moonlight.